Hello, Internet. Welcome to NerdChat. Hope that you're all doing well out there. Hope you're all staying safe. And I hope that at whatever point that this is watched in the future, that this pandemic is finally at a close. But I find that unlikely. So, anyway, we are now on issue 3 of Superman Batman World's Finest. So, this one takes off with, once again, we dive into the mindset of both heroes. Superman is thinking he hates hiding in the shadows and would rather have done this in broad daylight, while Batman is in his element and they're making their approach at night. So what's happening is Lois Lane is currently interviewing Lex Luthor while Batman and Superman are trying to make their move. The plan is to confront Lex while he's being interviewed so that they can confront his claims in front of the whole world while he's on television. Lex keeps dodging all Lois's questions, and Superman and Batman they're attacked by Silver Banshee while they're trying to fly in. So Superman is beyond ready to stop Lex, and Batman is pretty worried about Clark, because he doesn't always think clear when it comes to Luthor, and he can't be sure that the kryptonite asteroid isn't already having an effect on Superman. Silver Banshee destroys the Batwing, so Superman takes her into a higher atmosphere so that she'll pass out from the lack of oxygen. Batman is on the ground, and he's fighting 4 cold-powered villains: Mr. Freeze, Captain Cold, Icicle, and Killer Frost. Batman asks Superman to bring the heat when he can. As Silver Banshee passes out, Superman asks Batman to move 3 feet to his left, and he opens fire. Batman is thinking to himself, Clark seems like the most human person he knows sometimes, but then he rains fire from the skies, and it's hard not to think of him as a god. Superman comes back with Banshee and makes sure that Bruce is okay, and he's fine, but a bit annoyed because the jet was new. Batman then puts a device on Banshee that will drive her sonic screen back at her if she wakes up. Superman thinks to himself that sometimes he only sees Batman as a simple man in a costume, but then he pulls some seemingly impossible device from his belt and remembers how truly brilliant Bruce is. A moment later, they're attacked again by Mongol and Solomon Grundy. Something is off with them, though. So Lex is informed of the emergency and leaves the interview. While Superman fights Mongol, Batman can't help but think that an interstellar conqueror, what an interstellar conqueror would want with $1 billion American dollars. And Batman is fighting Grundy, and Superman can't help but notice that he sounds a bit more intelligent than usual. So Mongol crushes Superman to the ground while Grundy seemingly drowned Batman. Grundy says how easy it was, and he'll have to ask the Joker why he had so much trouble killing Batman over the years. Lois radios both the boys, telling them that Luthor is on the move, and Grundy gets stunned by trying to look under Batman's mask because there's a knockout spray that comes out of the side. And Superman catches Mongol's punch. So they each make their final blow on their opponents. Batman knocks out Grundy, and Superman puts down Mongol. But the second that's done, Batman's attacked by Lady Shiva. And Batman has always wondered who was better, him or Lady Shiva. But then he thinks about the beating that she gave Catwoman a while back, and he ends the fight in one blow. Superman and Batman quickly talk about how something was off about their enemies. They're guessing some sort of mind control. But then Superman is grabbed by Nightshade's shadow. Batman activates night vision, and he can see that they're completely surrounded by villains. He can see a whole bunch of eyes in the woods around them. And Superman tells Batman to look up. He looks up because he heard a gorilla heartbeat, which is apparently unique, through his super hearing. So Gorilla Grodd is controlling these villains. The two quickly act and they take down Grodd and Nightshade, but they go back to discussing how surrounded they are, because even if they're not all controlled by Grodd, they're still surrounded by an army of supervillains. So Batman says that he thinks they can take them. Superman says, "You always think we can take them." And Batman says, "Yes, I do." So Clark says, "All right, let's do it." And they fight basically an army of supervillains. And they both think about, so what they're both thinking about right now is that they kind of always imagined that if they were going to meet their end in battle, that it would be side by side. The two of them would go down together. But they aren't going to die today. The cavalry has arrived, or they thought so. So Captain Atom, Major Force, John Stewart the Green Lantern, Black Lightning, Katana, Starfire, and Power Girl have all arrived, but they aren't here to help. They're here to take them in. And that is the end of issue 3. So it's a much more visual comic than some of the other ones that I've covered so far. So this is a far shorter episode than a lot of the ones I typically do. But there's still 3. This is issue 3? Yeah. So there's 6 issues to this story. So we still got 3 more, which will be coming out in the next couple weeks. So I want to thank everyone for popping by. Thank you for listening. I hope that you will subscribe in hopes of hearing the rest of the story. But if you can't wait, I highly encourage that you go and pick up this story. So I will be leaving in the descriptions like a link to like Comixology for the collection, because I do really recommend. I don't cover everything, like every little detail, and there's a lot of stuff that gets missed because of that. So there's a lot of deep dive in Batman and Superman's thoughts about how they see each other in each other's eyes. Like I definitely, obviously I'm touching on that, but there's a lot that I miss. And if you care about these two characters and you haven't been through this story, it's definitely worth a read. So, but I hope you still, stick around to watch the rest of the videos that I have to release, because I work on them, and I would like people to appreciate my content a little bit, So, like, comment, subscribe, all that noise. Also, if you want to talk to me directly, I will leave a link to my Discord below that you guys can all join and talk to me, and you can suggest topics. We can talk about videos. You can talk about your opinion on the videos that I've done, or you can just chat if you're just looking for a pal. So yeah, everyone, thank you for coming by. There's some videos and links up on the screen now, and I look forward to seeing you guys again. I'll talk to you later. Bye.